We're on scene at the Atlanta Voice conference room, and we're talking with the wonderful, fabulous Kathleen Bertrand, who will be performing this coming Sunday,
Yes.
4 p.m. at the main stage at the Atlanta Jazz Festival. And welcome to the Atlanta Voice.
Thank you.
And it'll be good to see you back on the main stage. It's been
a while.
It's been a while since you've been at the
Yes.
Jazz Festival, but
I'm
it's
very
back
excited. Yes.
down. And so, what can we expect come Sunday in your performance? What are you going to give us?
Well, come Sunday, after we get past all of the excitement, I'm going to be sharing music that is coming up from my new CD, Catharsis. That'll be out in July. So we'll be sharing a few cuts from that CD. I'm also going to be doing music from Georgia artists as well. Gives us a chance to bring forth music like Johnny Mercer, bring forth that legendary Lena Horne cut, Stormy Weather. Bill Davis, who is my music director, has written a tune on his new CD, really rearranged a tune, and we're going to be doing that, as well as a tune by the group Jazz Specs, a group of Morehouse students that came together in school and went on to form a professional group, jazz group. And they have a wonderful tune that we're going to do as well, and a few other little surprises in between. But I wanted to make sure that we concentrated on things that came forth in a jazz perspective from right here in Georgia and Atlanta.
It'd be unfair to classify you just as a jazz vocalist, since you can cover the gamut of song. So, but which one do you think requires the most creativity, or allows you to be the most creative?
Well, I would say that all genres require creativity to a certain degree, but for me personally, jazz really fits well. It's like a second skin almost. The ability to twist a note or a phrase, to truly improvise it, to truly put myself into that note, into the lyric, into the entire energy of that moment, to me is what jazz is all about. It's that spur of the moment creativity that just blossoms from nowhere and bursts into a great flame. And I've always liked that about jazz music, and I enjoy immersing myself in that. I think that a classically trained artist appreciates jazz. An R&B artist appreciates jazz. You look at all the people that have gone back and sampled riffs from people like Roy Ayers and put within their tracks these days. And so I think there's just a great burst of energy and creativity that I enjoy in jazz music.
And that improvisation of jazz is one of the things that I've heard younger musicians, be they college or whatever, say that they consider jazz to be more difficult because they've learned the structure, of music, and it's like, okay, react in the moment and in the present, and react to your other players and the singer, and that doesn't just come as easy, So it's important for you, I'm sure, to work with the type of musicians who can be there in the moment and react.
Absolutely, absolutely. I love to hit with a song that we haven't rehearsed. It sounds strange, but if we know the form, we know we're going to come in at the head, solo in the middle, do chorus a couple of times, and vamp out. And so if we know the structure, then it gives everybody a form in which to perform. But that doesn't mean that every note that was written on the original chart has to be your note, if you're within the tonic or out of the tonic. It gives that musician and artist a chance to really come from within and move away from the page, move away from what that bar says to do. And so working with musicians like that, musicians like Phil, like Kenny Banks, Gary Motley, Joe Jennings, Dwight Andrews, and so many other people that I've had a chance to work with in Atlanta, you start to catch a fire. You start to feel an energy that builds up, because I'll kick it off and do something, and then you'll throw it to someone like Melvin Jones, who's going to be with us. Melvin plays trumpet, and Melvin will do a fierce solo, just truly fierce. So after Melvin's solo, then someone else may jump in. Darian Emery works with me a lot on saxophone, and Darian will take it to another level, but interpret it through saxophone. And then the keyboard player will come back and take it to another level, and then the bass player will say, well, I want a piece of that, and he'll take it to a different level, and then the drummer will just set it off because rhythmically it's been there, but now he gets a chance to be expressive and move outside of the 4/4 or 3/4 or 6/8 or whatever it is. And so when it all comes together, everyone is respecting every other person's contribution, but you realize that all of those contributions create the whole, and that whole is a fabulous piece of music that went on for 10 minutes or so. And so that's what I like. There's nothing like live jazz music. There's nothing like live music, period, because it just gives you a chance to put that third element in, which is the audience and their energy and their appreciation for what you're doing. So yeah, I've been very blessed to work with some really great musicians, and we respect each other's craft, and it really makes for a wonderful performance whenever we come out.
We're talking with Kathleen Bertrand, who's going to be performing on stage at the Atlanta Jazz Festival Sunday at 4 p.m. That's part one. We'll be back for part two right after this.